He's like, nah, I'll tell you, mate. You're getting between me and my wife again, I'll fucking kill ya. Alright, so we're back. We just watched episode 2 of The Boys Season 2. If you haven't seen it already, go watch it, come back. This is very much an after show where we kind of just like talk about the points that we saw on the show. It's just to come hang out, talk about it, talk about The Boys. Alright, so we got some bullet points right here. Homelander playing ball with his son. He wants a little mini Superboy. What do you think of the whole dynamic with Homelander? And
I don't know. It's hard to kind of defend Homelander because he's just such a
dick.
I don't know. He's not made to be a likable. I want to call him a human being, but he called himself a god, so...
Yeah. Well, he doesn't, like, seem to comprehend social norms, or he just doesn't care, or...
I guess he wasn't ever raised normally. I mean, he kind of admits to the kid that he never had a mom or a dad, so I guess he was just, fully raised by Vaughn, or whatever.
I think he's like a test tube baby, kind of, right?
Before...
They try to bullshit, and, like, the PR company in season 1 tries to say that, like, oh, I'm an all-American boy, and this is where I used to sleep, and this is...
Yes,
but it's all bullshit. Like,
yes,
I think he was made in a lab, kind of.
Right.
Gus, or Stan in this show, said in the last episode that only half of the people know that they were injected with it, which means the other half is probably the people that we know, like Starlight, or they have no idea. And here, they could have slipped it into their breast milk or God knows what. Homelander loves his milk. He's drinking milk in that one, too.
Yes.
He's, like, snooping around. He's like, ooh, is this 2%?
This guy's obsession with milk is making me uncomfortable.
And he also seems to have, like, super hearing, because, like, she goes all the way to that facility to try to talk to Dr. whoever, and, like, he seems to know that whole conversation.
They show him looking into the security cameras that they have throughout the house, so I was trying to figure out if he could hear it through that.
If he's meant to be the basis of Superman could always hear Lois's voice no matter where, so that he can always, like, go and save her, like, even if he's, like, on a different coast, whatever, so. And everybody's watching everybody. Everybody has, like, a tracking device or a listening device. Like, everyone is so on top of each other. Yeah. Even down to the fact that Homelander gave the kid the phone. Like, you know that has a tracking device in it. And then the next thing we got is Girls Get It Done. And you got Starlight, Stormfront, and Queen Maeve. And they're doing their PR bit with...
yeah, it's so awkward.
With Ashley kind of leading them around and shit. And then... Initially, they bail because Queen Maeve finds out that her girlfriend...
Her appendix.
And yeah, and like she talks about how like she's afraid that Homelander might kill her if word gets out that she's in a relationship. And Homelander's kind of a dick. Like, he just wants to own he's like playing Monopoly and he wants to own everything.
Yeah,
you know?
much.
Billy Butcher's girlfriend is mine. Queen Maeve is mine. That girl that the breast milk, she was mine. That I killed her. So that was the thing. Oh, and then we cut to the deep. This is the best part for me in the entire episode.
Oh, Lord.
The deep. So, yeah, he's locked in the room, and, like, all of a sudden his gills just start talking to him.
In the form of Patton Oswalt.
And he's just like, you're beautiful. He starts singing Joe Cocker's You're So Beautiful to Me. That's going to be, like, the YouTube clip that people go back to him, like, just the singing of the You're So Beautiful to Me.
He's probably on shrooms, because that would make sense.
Yeah. I guess time will tell. Look, if they stick with it, I'm all for it. If Patton Oswalt is like a full-time cast member who just talks to him as like his subconscious and shit, oh my god, I'm all for that.
It would make him tolerable.
It would. If that's part of him, that's like the best part of him, because
right.
He is unredeemable on a lot of like, I hate him more than Homelander, because Homelander at least makes for a good villain. Like, versus this guy, I'm like, I could fucking leave him.
Seems like there's no rhyme or reason.
And then A-Train shows up. It's like, surprise! It's like, to everybody. I don't think he's gonna like bury her.
She has more on him than he has on her.
But he kind of gives her that look of like, all right, bitch, I'll be back. You won this one, but I'll
figure it out.
I'll figure it out, but you're going down. But yeah, she puts the V in Stormfront's bag, and then she gets back later. I kind of wonder if Stormfront actually knows.
I don't know.
But she's actually grown on me a lot from episode 1 to 2. She's kind of cool in this one. I dig it. She might get killed. Like Homelander, I can see Homelander just getting sick of her shit after like the better half of a season, and he just like lasers her fucking head off.
Yeah, but he seems a little distracted at the moment.
Right. Kimiko finds her brother and leaves. Billy tried to shoot him. They go to Party City. Right, because part of the deal with Grace was that if you bring in the terrorists, we can exonerate you and the boys. That, to me, is kill of the week. Kimiko rips that guy's fucking head off. And I guess we find out that was one of the bad guys that held her captive in the labs and whatnot. And then Huey kind of like, pushes Billy off so he doesn't shoot. They run away. They kind of bond for like a minute, and then like, he kind of goes into about how he's like, no, we're fighting a fight, and I'm going to keep doing that. And she's like, no, you're not. And then you know, she gets thrown through a fucking window.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that scene where it's like 2 feet to the left, it would have went through the window, but she hits like the brick wall to the right of it.
Pretty
and
much.
I'm like, God damn it, just your aim. But you know, it's cool. I mean, I when I'm watching that scene where the brother dropped all the stuff on top of the boys, I'm like,
right.
Those guys would have like broken ribs and arms and legs, but like, you know, you watch them get off and it's like, oh, a piece of cardboard is on me, and like they just keep going, and it's like,
right.
Don't get me wrong, we're in episode 2, I don't want them down for the count.
No.
And it looked cool. Billy tells the boys about Becca and kind of gets them back on board a little bit.
Yeah.
They go, they find the siblings, well, I guess the work is already done when they get there, because they fight it out. She knocks him out. They tie him up with duct tape. Billy punches Huey for getting in the way. He's like, "Now I'll tell you, mate. You get in between me and my wife again, I'll fucking kill ya." Fucking love the reenactment videos of like him. He's like, "I'm Billy Butcher. I'ma blow you up." It's like, it's so over the top.
So bad.
And the guy's got like a fake like glue-on beard, and he's like, "Oh, I'll tell ya." But you know what's funny? Like, despite that, like, he is like that a little bit. He's like, "Daddy's home. You're gonna love it." He's not. Yeah. It's not that far off of his bad parody.
Jack Sparrow.
He is. He's almost like a caricature. It's not quite, but I love that. Now that Billy's back in town, he's kind of starting to take the reins a little bit. What do you think is next for the boys?
The boys.
Like the boys.
Like the boys part of the story.
Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
Oh boy. I guess it now becomes like, are they going to turn the brother in? Are they not going to? Because I have a feeling that she's going to fight it a little bit. She's still going to be like, that's my brother. Even though he like threw her through a window.
Well, across all the storylines, it's the same theme of we all have to play nice with one another despite the fact that we all kind of resent and hate each other.
Right.
Like, that's true in every single subplot.
Yeah.
And they're all they're all trying to find a loophole to fucking murder each other.
Yeah.
But they kind of can't without doing themselves in. Like, it's true of Homelander and Billy. It's true of Three Girls and the Seven. It's true of, like, it's across the board. And it's the same with Akimbo, the brother, and Billy. Like Billy wants nothing more than to turn the brother in,
right,
and get his. I don't know if they would even really honor that. I feel like that's like a thing that they would tell him, but then back out on. I can't see them exonerating Billy and because Homelander's not gonna give it up. You know what I mean? I feel like Homelander is just gonna find a way to find a loophole and kill Billy or.
Oh well, that has nothing to do with the charges that are against them at the moment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the CIA, which I think is what Grace is, right? Okay. If they exonerate Billy...
Well, technically she's retired.
The public is going to still want a scapegoat for the murder of...
Right.
From season 1. I can't remember her name right now. It's very late. So they're going to have to, like... I mean, I know their PR team can spin a story, but, like, you still have to figure that out on a certain level, right? It's hard to put 4 America's Most Wanted on a billboard on TVs and then just be like... Just kidding. They're good guys. They're good boys.
I don't know. Maybe they'll just, we got him and we're figuring it out.
They fake their deaths. They maybe like relocate them somewhere else.
Yeah, it would probably be.
That'd be more likely. Any final thoughts? I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Are you good? Comment down below. What did you think of episode 2 of The Boys? And we were going to be doing episode 3. We got episode 1 over here and episode 3 over there. Check those out, and we will see you next time.